Hey guys, how you all doing? Welcome back. This week I worked on a anime pinup piece, and this one I did is Nicole from 917K, the new outfit version that they released not too long ago. And the vehicle that I added into the picture is the McQueen's Porsche 917K. So this is like by far one of the most in-depth piece I've done. The file size at the end of this is like 300 megabytes. Thing's massive. But to be able to do these kind of things, it's nice to have like much DPI as much as I can for getting the small details to show when the rendering's fully finished. So we're going to get started on that here in a sec. Okay, so we started out and working on getting the sketch fully finished. I did this ahead of time just to kind of help get the process going for getting this picture done. I need to size my down a little bit. There we go. So the majority of the sketch, a good chunk of the sketch got finished early on before I started recording, so I can get the proportions correct and everything. Because the vehicle itself, it sits so low. So if you look up online some pictures of Steve McQueen with his Porsche 917K, or just look up pictures of it, you'll find a whole bunch of them online. But so the car is like super low, and Steve McQueen's not a very tall guy to begin with, so Nicole seems like the kind close to that height. So it took me a little bit to kind of make this look correct, because it may look like she's gigantic towards the car, and it took me a little bit to get everything all planned out and everything. So we got started on the line art, which the process of line art took a little bit, because there's a lot of small details that the way the devs set design Nicole's new outfit. There's just like so much stuff going on. So pretty much just kind of like do everything in parts, kind of just go back and forth between her and the car, so I can just kind of keep my interest going on the picture. Sometimes if I stick with one part of the picture too long, I get bored so easily. But the reason, and it's like I mentioned, the reason why I made the canvas size so large, or the DPI so large, there's just a lot of very small details on here that if I tried to do this on the iPad, for instance, you can't barely see her eyelashes all level and her line art of her eyes. So it became like a mess. So pretty much we're headed into the first stream. The first stream that I did on Tuesday night. So this is pretty much where I got started. I stopped at a certain point and then continued on stream. So this first time coming back to Twitch again, which has been great. And if you guys like the content I'm doing, please subscribe here on YouTube for more content and everything. Yeah, I greatly appreciate it. So we are getting everything done with the line art, which majority of the work on stream was mainly just line art, because there's just so much to cover. You notice in the background I'm just kind of just zipping along. This is the first time I actually posted the video of me working on this, so let's do that. Ah, there we go. So you can kind of see my hand. I didn't realize, I didn't even think of it beforehand. So, yeah, you got the, that's what I do on every streams I do. I put the webcam down on the bottom so people will see that the picture's actually getting made. Because like nowadays, like a lot of people would question if the artwork you made is not AI. So it's nice to have videos that show like a little bit of like footage of you yourself drawing in front of a camera. So pretty much getting the eyes going. I got the eyelashes in. So we pretty much just finished the stream from there. Because there's a lot of problems I had that night that my laptop blue screened on me. You move myself again. I'll figure out a different system when it comes to that. I just didn't think of it at the very beginning, so I just thought of it just now. So we're pretty much getting her all finished. And same thing with the Porsche. So the hardest part of the whole picture is not really just all the line art and all the details. The reason why it took so long for me to work on this is trying to find good photos of the Porsche 917K. Finding good quality photos of this vehicle, especially when it comes to interior shots in this kind of similar angle like this, was so freaking hard to find. It took me a week just to gather up good photos and be able to get the different angles and everything without seeing like photos are like heavily pixelated. So we got everything going on the color renditions now. We're just getting started now and just getting the hair going. It took me a little bit to do the hair. I mean, she's got a long, like thick blonde hair. It made it a little difficult, but it was really fun. And I don't know why. When it comes to doing grayscaling, it's very like relaxing to do for some reason for me. So we got our hair all done. Now the part that took pretty much majority of the time of the process working on this was doing the grayscaling of the body of the character. And it's like you see the design and you see all the line art, there's a lot of coloring I have to do. Because like everything's in steps, so I do the darker shades a little after doing this stage, doing the main like shades. So, and I'm pretty happy how this whole thing turned out. I mean, this is something I cannot complain whatsoever. This is one of my favorite pieces I've ever done. Just by the difficulty of it and the attention to detail that has been done on the character was really interesting to try to work on. So a lot of the parts that I've been working on the character that may not look exactly the same like how the designers made the character, I try to be kind of close, but try not to be at the same time. It's like, when it comes to fan art, it's nice to do your own twists and do your own adjustings. And sometimes, like, that's the thing that like a lot of people may not like fan arts very much. So again, the base color's down, and then pretty much took a little break from her, and then started on the Porsche 917K, which it was pretty interesting trying to figure out how to get the proportions and everything correct when it comes to like the lighting and shadowing. So we jumped into the last stream, which that was Friday night. majority of the stream has been working on the car. I thought I can actually get it done on stream, but the further I got into the stream and seeing the time, there was no way. I ended up finishing the picture Sunday morning, and pretty much like when I'm talking with you right now, I'm trying to get the video uploaded and get the post made up so everything's all finished, done, and I can have my break for the weekend, or you know, whatever left I got right now. But the whole process took a while to get done, mainly on the picture and the video editing. So again, the pattern done on her shirt, which I think is a really neat touch to the character design. I made a little ghost character to the side, put the sketch to the side whenever I'm ready to come back to it. Usually try to take care of all the important parts done first, and you know, go into the fun little details like that. So again, the shadowing going, and there's a lot of small areas where I need to do a lot of shadowing at. So we barely, on stream, I barely got to do a whole lot of work on the Porsche. It's pretty much mainly a lot of shadowing, a lot of base coloring and everything. And that's why it's really nice to have the recordings made in between the Tuesday streams and the Friday night streams. So like all together, it was about 19 hours worth of like recordings, literally. But yeah, it's like the shadowing, it was very intricate. There was a lot of small areas that I needed to kind of cover. It's the lighting, the way I set up to do the lighting on the vehicle, the lighting on the character. It's kind of like from the top, from like looking north and kind of looking down towards like the character at like a kind of somewhat pointing at her, but going more like to the left side, a little, not to the left side, but yeah, left side. I'm thinking on her. I'm thinking on my view, and not the thinking the character. So the character left side, where the light is kind of at top left, or on screen, top right. Having a brain fart for a moment, so bear with me. So the headlights getting started, that was another thing that was really hard to find. So pretty much that's where I ended the stream. I did not do any kind of gaming kind of stuff on stream at all, because this is how much stuff that needs to get done. It was getting so late that night. So again, started on the interior and tried to get the coloring done of the engine bay, which if you look up the Porsche 917K, the engine bay, there's a lot of stuff in there that it was really revolutionary back then. And this car, I think this model itself, they went through like different renditions of the 917K, but this platform, I think it's been around for starting 1970. Forget when it ended, but from what I gather, it's close to about 10 years they used this platform for racing, and they've been so dominant for years. And over time, the regulations for the class that they're in, the teams that were in using this vehicle, they ended up banning the engine that's on it because the engine was insanely powerful too, and another reason why they're dominating. Overall, it's a very like one of the best race cars at the time it was around. But the vehicle that I'm working on stream, or the piece on the piece that I'm working on, that it was owned by Steve McQueen, which he was an actor, but he's really well known for racing and automotive-based stuff. So like the movie Bullet, and another one where you actually see the car in the movie is called Le Mans, which as a Steve McQueen movie is pretty much just a character, this guy, which it's real. What they did is they did the racing footage, like with Steve McQueen in the car before Le Mans got started, but there's a lot of footage throughout the movie. They did a lot of recordings on the day of Le Mans in 1970. But if you guys never seen the movie, you're kind of curious about it, check it out online, called Le Mans. Steve McQueen bought the car at the time when the vehicle was literally brand new and got off the showroom shelf. It got out of the, not showroom, but got out from the factory. So again, the little rabbit guy, which I have no idea what the names of those characters from Zone 0. So we're getting close to getting to the final parts done. Getting her hair, getting the light shadings of her hair in. And for the first time, I never done this on my pieces before, but I did a whole bunch of little small light reflections. Like there was a lot of lights above the ceiling. The idea that I got for this was at some of like the big car shows, so like the Detroit Autorama and stuff like that. They got these little lights in the ceiling. If you look at the pictures from the shows they done, you see like a lot of small little round like ovals and circles, which is the lights, and the body's reflecting from that. But it gets that exact look like this, which it looked really neat. I always liked that look when I've seen the photos over the years. So I've been trying to learn to implement it for a long time, but this is the first time I actually did it. And same thing with doing the reflection of Nicole standing right beside the car, so it makes it look more like realistic if she was actually standing right there. And then get her lighting done. And it's like, I gotta tell you, for how much work I have to do, like all blood, sweat, and tears, I am extremely happy how it turns out, and I hope you guys do as well. And also, I did a alternate version of this piece just literally not too long ago, with the Golf paint job, the Golf logo schemes and everything on the character to kind of go with the paint job of the vehicle. And so we have it. This is what it looks like right here. I'm so happy how this piece turned out. This is by far one of my most difficult, most attention detail to the biggest canvas I ever done on the computer. And been using the XP Pen's Artist 22R or 22R Pro. I mean, it's got a big name. This is the first time using it on stream, and first time using it for making a piece start to finish. And if I didn't have the Alienware laptop and the great graphics tablet, I wouldn't be able to make pieces like this. And it's like I said, like the iPad, it struggled hard when I was starting on this. is just you need a lot of RAM and a powerful CPU to get this piece made. And I'm great to have it, and it won't be the last time I'll be making something this detailed. Probably not on stream though, because this took me a while. This took me 2 weeks to get done. I was originally gonna post this 2 weeks ago for just a YouTube video before I go back streaming, and it took so long to get it done, and I had to use it as a stream piece for the first day coming back, and from break, and first day coming back to Twitch along with Kick. So I appreciate you guys hanging out. I appreciate you guys watching the video. If you like this, subscribe to this channel for more pieces that's going to be coming, and streams as well. And if you like to see this picture online and see the other rendition of this picture, check it out on Instagram, Facebook, X, and Blue Sky under MadWorldImages. And until then, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Have an awesome one.